morning. Jack Daniels, Coach Jack Daniels of the Boxing Training Channel. And we are back at you with a brand new one and another. Today's topic, the second day out before the dynamic fight between Devin the Dream Haney versus Ryan the King Garcia. Where? Barclays Center, New York. Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York. 4/20/2024. You have it. Be there or be square. This is going to be an horrific event of boxing. So, in my opinion, we all need to get busy and get there, or pay-per-view. Doesn't matter. We ought to support this fight because there's been so much nonsense put before the public by Ryan Garcia with his antics outside the scope of boxing, and people are pretty frustrated. But we cannot hold Devin Haney accountable for something that Ryan Garcia perpetuated. He continued to create these crazy antics, having nothing to do with boxing, but it did have a negative impact on the outcome of the boxing event. People are less inclined to go to see the fight based on the nonsense that Ryan Garcia projected. And truth be told, I was having some reserve myself. But the fact remains the same, people. If you love the sport the way I do, right, you'll go or you'll see this particular fight, because this is the fight that makes or breaks Devin the Dream Haney, in the sense that he needs this fight, he needs this victory to solidify who he really is as a boxer who is pursuing his success in boxing's history of who is the best. And I believe in all sincerity that Devin Haney is one of the best boxers that ever laced up a pair of gloves. That being said, Devin the Dream Haney, superstar boxer, a former undisputed first in the full belt era lightweight champion of the world, and presently the WBC junior welterweight champion of the world of the 140-pound division. That said, Devin is 5 foot. No, the particulars. Let's do the particulars. Gil Cole in the house. Devin Haney is nowhere near. Here he go. Gil Cole in the house. Shout out to Gil Cole. Gil Cole woke up this morning creating a debate between he and I, which is perfectly fine. He said Devin Haney is nowhere near the best to ever lace up a pair of gloves, OG. Thanks for the respect on the OG and Gil Cole. You're a fine young man. A young man. I mean, did I take it over the top? Gil Cole. And Gil, you have an opinion, as I have an opinion. You said that you don't believe that Devin Haney is one of the best that ever laced a pair of gloves. Okay, that's your opinion. But in my opinion, okay, and I got that, brother. Gil said he don't hate Devin, and that's a good thing because a lot of people hate the man for nothing. Absolutely for. I just can't find an explanation or exclamation for why people don't like Devin Haney, right? He, Gil Cole said he just haven't proven anything to him yet, and I get it. I get it. No troubles there. But the fact that it remains the same as far as I'm concerned, Gil Cole. Uh, 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 hold up, right there in your tracks, Gil Cole. Hold up, brother. I am a little tardy this morning. I am a little tardy this morning. What's happening? Devin Haney is 25 years of age. He's 5'9" with a 71-inch arm reach. He's a right-hander, but has a tendency, Gil Cole, to switch ambidextrously to the left side occasionally. He 31 wins, 15 wins by knockout. He's never lost. He has never been stopped. No draws. Ryan Garcia is also 25 years of age. That's interesting. He's 5'10" with a 70.1-inch arm reach. He's a right-hander. He has 23 wins, 19 by knockout. He has one loss. He also has one stop, all at the behest and the dynamics of Gervonta Tank Davis. And he has no draw. That being said, let's get to the particulars involved in this particular thing. Now, I don't know what Gil Cole thinks, but I got Devin Haney by murder in, I'll say, the third round. And I say that based on the fact that, again, Devin Haney is a type of boxer that gets all his energy up for the fight by what the opponent has did or said to for Devin Haney to feel disrespected, right? He uses that energy to go into the ring and box a person's ears up. And that's my opinion, right? I'm quite sure that there's other opinions, but that's my opinion, and I believe that because and what's fascinating about my belief is I have 31 wins to say that my position that I take about Devin Haney's ability is correct. He has no losses until he gets a loss. I think that let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, y'all. Until he takes a loss, and I think I just can't see that happening anytime soon. I mean, Devin Haney is on a collision course to greatness. Now, can you not speak? Can you speak to that, Gil Cole? So Devin is better than Sweet Pea. Didn't say that. Roy Jones didn't say that. Floyd Mayweather. I ain't saying none of them. I'm not saying any of them, but I'm saying Gil Cole. No, you don't need to keep going, brother. No, you don't need to keep going. But I'm saying is one day, brother, I believe that if he continues to pursue greatness in the fashion that he does, in the sense that his work regimen continues to excel. Gil Cole, I hate to tell you, but if he continues to work out the way that he works out, and he continues to create the psychological boxing mentality that he has today, he'll be right up there with everybody you just mentioned. And I mean, I stand by it. I said he is one of the best that ever laced up a pair of gloves. He is. Contrary to the fact that he hasn't got to the plateau of the people that you mentioned, the fact still remains the same, Gil Cole, that in my opinion, and I'm quite sure that others feel the same way, that Devin the Dream Haney is one of the best ever laced up a pair of gloves. Now, I don't know how you can dispute that based on the fact that his track record indicates that he's a prolific boxer. I wait. Gotta keep it 100, Gil. Gotta keep it 100, Gil. So, with that being said, I can't wait till the fight. And as, oh, okay. Okay, so okay, Gil, I am going to um compromise what I said, right? Because I'm gonna take a step back on what I said, right? You said, quote unquote, Gil Coles said, I said, you said the best boxer to ever lace up a pair. I'm gonna take a step back on that one, Gil Cole. One of the best. How about that? One of the best. I stand corrected. Okay. Loma and Cabosa's fight made him. Now, no, okay, come on now. No, no. I just can't. I just, in my opinion, Gil Coach, and it has nothing to do with my love for the nephew, right? But the fact of the matter is Javante Tate Davis is good. He'll never be great. He'll never be great. I think Tank beats Devin, but okay, okay, but I don't think he beat him. I don't think that Javante Tate Davis has the mental makeup to be able to sustain 12 rounds in the ring with Devin Haney. I mean, he is talented. He does have a knockout punch, but I don't think he has the psychological gymnastics necessary to beat a Devin Haney. Boxing is 90% mental, right? And in my opinion, that is one of Devin Haney's attributes. He's a thinker. He's a thinker. So, that's a good thought process, Gil Cole, that you think Tank beats Devin, but I just don't think so. I just don't. And as a matter of fact, now that you mention this, can you give me a logical explanation, Gil Cole, why they haven't fought outside the drama? Can you give me a logical explanation? As many times as Devin Haney has called out Javante Tank Davis, could you give me a logical explanation for why they haven't fought? Oh, no, I ain't going for that, Gil. Gil, is it your opinion that if Devin Haney moves us to 147, that he gets washed? He gets washed out. Is that your opinion? Gil, that's Gil. Now you know that's not a correct assessment. Gil Cole said Devin Haney. No, excuse me. Devin hasn't fought Tank because he was already lined up to fight someone else. Wait a minute. Let me get this correct. Devin hasn't fought Tank because he. No, Gil. No, there's at least 3 occasions that Devin Haney was free, and he called out Gervonta Tank Davis, and Gervonta Tank Davis didn't accept the challenge. As simple as that. I mean, we can go back and forth all day and all night with whether Devin Haney was available or whether Gervonta Davis was ducking. But the fact of the matter is, you don't want to hear this. Devin has called out Tank on numerous occasions, and his position is Gervonta Tank Davis said everything was best fight, and that's true. How about that? So it's okay. Gil, let's do a little psychoanalysis, right? So uh, in your purview of boxers, right? Um, how do you what makes them um, good or what makes them great in your opinion? And what do you base uh Devin gets watched at 147? What do you base that on? And one more thing I might add to this conversation. Everybody that you saying uh beats Devin Haney, they won't say it. They don't say it. Antoine Russell actually gives Devin Haney a lot of praise. And I don't want to I don't want you to be of the opinion that I'm biased because I have a relationship with the Haney's, right? Because I try to separate myself from that when I'm doing what I do, right? And I love doing what I'm doing, and that's being a professional journalist, right? So with that in mind, right? Uh, if I say that this guy Devin Haney beats this guy based on uh, an analogy, right? I stand by that analogy, right? But I'm saying there's a lot of fans, brother. A lot of fans base their analogy on their like for the person. And I don't think that's fair to the sport. Uh, 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 Gil, uh, he offered to fight Shakur before he dropped the belt. Devin Haney offered to fight Shakur Stevenson before he dropped the belt. But Shakur Stevenson, I don't know why y'all do that. Because Shakur Stevenson didn't want that fight. He didn't want that smoke, right? I mean, anybody in the business of boxing that wants to be a champion would have took the opportunity that Devin Haney provided to Shakur Stevenson, and with the 25% was actually a kicker because if Shakur Stevenson would have won that fight, and which I don't think he would have, he would have been the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Now, anybody in their right mind that wants to be a champ would have accepted that challenge. Yeah, he has the belt now because Shakur for the audience, for the sake of the audience, Gil Cole says Shakur has Devin's belt. Now, yeah, he dropped all his belts when he went to 140. I mean, you can't hold on. Gil, come on now, come on, Gil, come on. Let's make this interesting, brother. You can't maintain the belts if you're going up to another weight class, right? I think they was trying at one point. Gil, your challenges are beginning to be a little obnoxious, right? Gil Cole said, I don't know any champion that dropped belt to a guy that wants to fight him. Gil, again, he didn't drop the belt because Shakur wanted to fight him. He dropped the belt. He dropped the belts to go. Like a gentleman, I might add. He didn't try to fandangle, hold on to the belts to prevent other champions from their rightful ownership of the belt. He moved on. Gil, come on, man. Let's be realistic here, right? He dropped those belts because he was simple as that. He dropped the belts to move up to another weight division because he could no longer box at 135. It's kind of like simple mathematics. But people that engage and love the sport of boxing almost as much as I do, Gil, they kind of hold on to scenarios that are irrelevant to the issue. It's irrelevant why Shakur has the WBC belt, because we know why he got the WBC belt, because Devin Haney dropped the belt to move to 140. It has nothing to do with why or any other champion did that before. And I'm quite, as a matter of fact, that's untrue, Gil. Because Devin was going to stay at 135 to fight Shakur. You know that. He was going to sacrifice to make that fight with Shakur Stevenson and stay at 135. That's on the record, in the record, and for the record. Are we going to do this all day, Gil? Because you can't. And Gil Cole, I like Gil Cole though. He's hilarious. Gil Cole said the math ain't mathing, OG. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. That's the Gil Cole. The math is fine, brother, and you know it. Stop it. Just stop it. You know what I'm saying? You just just for the sake of curiosity, if or the people in the chat don't know, who's your favorite boxer? It has to be a box. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a boxer. It could be a fighter. It could be Javante Tate Davis. Now, but Javante Tate Davis is a boxer. I'm not going to take that. But who's your favorite boxer, Mr. Math Man? I got Gil Cole. He started this a couple of days ago. I'm at Ed. In a comment the other day, he been barking up my tree for a couple of days about Javante St. Davis and Javante Tate Davis. Right? It was another guy that came on sent a comment the other day, and he was trying to get me to have a conversation with people like Fannin, and I did take that into consideration once. I called out Fannin, but a couple of days after that, I heard him really with some negative verbiage on the chat to one of the people in the chat, and I was like, I don't think I can do that because I'm not into the bickering, the hollering, the ninjas. I ain't into that. Right? It's got to be scientifically and intellectually with it for me to be partake in it. So let the record reflect that I'm going to back off a little bit from that position because the people in the chat want to hear my view my views on certain subjects, and the only way I can do that is uh, deal with some of these people that I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna let them do all the hollering that I'm gonna have to intellectually eat up. How about that? So uh, that's a subject for another day. Anyway, I guess Gil Cole, my man, in the house. Gil Cole in the house. It's me and Gil Cole in the house, y'all. We busting up fights. Wait a minute. No, Gil Cole, I ain't letting you get off with that one, man. I asked Gil Cole who was his favorite boxer, and he said James Toney. Okay, but James Toney is not boxing today, is it, Gil? No, James Toney is a heavyweight. Hold on. Okay, Gil Cole is also, quote unquote, also the biggest Keith Thurman fan because he's from. So you from? So Gil Cole, you from Florida? Okay, all right, okay, Tampa, Florida. Yeah. Okay, they got so Gil, who in Florida? Who in Florida, brother? I mean, wait a minute. The Benavides boys are they in Florida? Who's in Florida? Oh. Hey, wait, okay. So, Scary Keith Thurman is in Florida. Okay. So. Okay, now you you in a inner city area by the gyms, or can you? I mean, where you at? Where you at? Close to them gyms, uh, Gil Coles. Now you, yeah, I like you, brother. I like you. You got jokes. You got jokes. You know darn well that Devin Haney called out Scary Keith Thurman, and he refused that fight. So in no boxing gyms around near you. Gil say Devin can move up to fight Scary Keith. Yeah, you know darn well. Keith Thurman talk a whole bunch of stuff. I've been trying to get it. I've been trying to get Keith Thurman on a live chat this forever, right? Because I want to clown him about all that ducking he's been doing, but he's been doing some serious ducking, right? And also, it was something about his. He said something, and it kind of like, uh, yeah, it kind of like frustrated. He said something grammatically, grammar in his and his grammar, right? It was like, what? It was a word that he was using to describe something. It was like, that ain't right. Right. And I wanted, like, I tried to find out a way to, because he kept repeating it. And I was trying to find a way to tell Keith that's incorrect, brothers. And stop making a total better of yourself with the grammar, because uh, them, them folks, uh, they're gonna think you silly, man, and we don't want the folks to be looking at you like that, brother. So Keith Thurman, uh, if you hear this chat, give me a plug, brother. I need to holler at you. Any of you brothers out there that's in the boxing game that want to talk to a for real analyst and journalist, right? That love this sport, holler. With that in mind, I gotta say this. I gotta learn it. Hit the like, share, and subscribe to my channel. With that, I enjoyed you, Gil Cole, and I'll see you on the next one. With that, I am gone, y'all.